The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. That is just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Levis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. K.J. Osborne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
Since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Levis back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now here's Mahomes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Levis. Throw left side, there's London. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Levis now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Levis to throw off play action. It's caught, Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Levis from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Levis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this off to Swift. The gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. Now he's loose at the 40. DeAndre Swift. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, dudes. Let's make a play here. Come on, let's play like a team. Tag. Get some momentum here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hardman to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Hardman on the return. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Falcons 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Pollard to return from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow They found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Levis on third down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second down, here's Levis. And this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Levis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down, 2 yards to go. They come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Levis now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Levis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Levis back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Drake London, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Kerr, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just shutting him off there. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
That one. That's what we do. Go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Reed. Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Hey, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.